There we are. She's sitting right there, looking all pretty. Today's the day. Today's the day we load up and get ready for the last race of the season. The one that's going to decide some champions and decide some final point standings, which is what we're chasing, some final point standings. Little nervous about this weekend, not gonna lie, but I'm not nervous because of the car. The car is gonna do what the car does. She's her own entity. She takes care of herself. Several ways this weekend can go. One, they're calling for a little bit of rain. If the race gets rained out, well then I'm locked in. I'm number 10 in the points. If we get the race, I could squeak up a couple of spots in the points, but it'd be a gamble. If we go up Saturday and it gets rained out on Saturday and the race doesn't get held to Sunday, we've actually got some commitment Sunday. So this is where some weirdness could come in. We've actually got some commitment Sunday. So if I had to leave and didn't get the race, then I wouldn't get the qualifying points. The guy that's in 11th could actually then bump me out of 10th. So there's several ways this weekend can play out. And right now, there's a few little butterflies looking around here because I'm not sure which way it's going to go. But I got to get a few things done. I got to get this Cougar off the trailer. I got a good plan for that. Nope, probably not. Probably not going to work at all. But then I got to make one last clutch adjustment. Thought I had it set where I wanted it. It's a little off. Probably less than one turn off, but I'm picky about where I like my clutch. So I got one minor clutch adjustment to do, and then I got to run through the valves one time and set them since they've been through a couple of heat cycles. And it's fuel it up with our 110 race fuel from Dragon Race Fuels. Thanks to Newton Oil up there. And yeah, then we're gonna get her to the track and try to finish the season strong. The goal today is by this evening have it on the trailer, strapped down, and have all of my gear loaded into the truck, and everything is ready to go to the track so that I can get up in the morning whenever I get up in the morning and just straight at the track. Ease up for the racetrack. Best way to test it, since that truck's still in the garage, I can't get in there. Put it over the car to run the valves. I've already made a clutch rod adjustment, so I think it's going to be where I want it. I can make a minor tweak at the track, no big deal. But I need to run through these valves and get them adjusted real quick before we load it on the trailer. Well, slight valve adjustment made on this side. Gotta do the other side after I tighten this down, of course. And well, at some point you just have to say, I think that's gonna work, and send it down the road and see what happens. We're gonna say good enough and go around and tweak the valves on that side over there. You know, you feel kind of like Mike Tyson walking around with a towel on your neck. Not really. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Okay then. On to the other side. Well, she's ready, folks, I think. The only way to know is to let the clutch out. And we're gonna do that at the track. I wish that old track in Mexico I like to test on would have dried out in time, but yeah, part of me, let's say we're in the spirit of the season. We're ready to unwrap the present, and we don't want to spoil the gift. So right now we're just looking at the present of the tree, and we don't want to spoil it, so we'll unwrap it in front of everybody. Horrible idea.
There's a gray horse standing still as the soldier climbs in the saddle for one last ride.
Well, about 5 minutes from the track. Checking my straps, and yeah, looks like we're gonna be at the track. That's all I can say. We're gonna be at the track here in just a minute, Lord willing. Got our little encampment set up so we can drown in the rain. Something about under the lights of the drag strip. and we draw this weird season to a conclusion. As you've seen in the video, once again, we had a parts failure. Once again, a weird parts failure. Apparently, our cam broke at the very end, and the last couple of cylinders there are just dead holes now. And I heard it when it happened as we were coming into the, as we was in the burnout box. I heard it happen. I was trying to keep the car running long enough to roll up to the beams so that I would get my points, which I did. Because we had a mission this season, and the real mission was to finish top 10. Our kind of subtlety was be top 5, but we had so many failures this year. We've had 2 cam issues this year in different motors. It's been an unusual, weird season. And as most of you know, the budget that I work with, I pretty much have never had a new part on this car at all. Everything on this car is used parts from somewhere or somebody else, and I've never had any new parts to run. And when you run used parts, you know, things happen. I don't have the budget like some do to run new parts, and sometimes it works out for you and sometimes it bites you. It kind of did both this weekend, and let me explain. Our goal was to finish top 10. I was 10 points out of falling into 11th, so I had to make this race. So we threw together stuff that we had again with used parts. We'll get to the racetrack, and by the time it was said and done, we're going to finish the season 9th in points. So overall, not disappointed. We just got to figure some things out over the winter to make things better, and we'll see what happens with that. As it stands right now, the next time you see the car, we'll be doing Americana Live with Ray Everham, which is kind of cool to hang out with Ray Everham. But I've got to stick some kind of, once again, I got to find some kind of bump stick to put in this thing so that it'll run enough to get on and off the trailer for Americana. Wild season, and 30-ish cars in our class, and we managed to squeak out a 9th place finish for the season. I'll take it. I mean, we fought hard for this one. I don't think I've ever fought as hard during the season as I have this season, and we've just been plagued with failure after failure after failure of parts. Maybe next year we'll pick up a couple of new sponsors and have a little more money, and we can put in some more money into the car and actually get a couple of new parts. Or maybe maybe one of these cam guys out here is watching and they want to actually sponsor us a cam. That would be great, because I'm creating a shortage of used cams out here. We're not mad. It's been a great season. Hope y'all have enjoyed following along. There's going to be a lot of things coming over the winter. A lot of changes to the car. A lot of things are changing. New car coming. So y'all stay tuned. It's going to get better. I can't thank all y'all enough for sticking with me through all this. Love y'all. God bless you.
Lord, it's the same old tune, fiddle and guitar. Where do we take it from here? Rhinestone suits and new shiny cars. It's been the same way for years. We need to change. Somebody told me when I came to Nashville, son, you finally got it made. Old Hank made it here. We're all sure that you will, but I don't think Hank done it this way. No, I don't think Hank done it this way.